Welcome to college basketball on ESPN Plus, where tonight here in Moraga, California, two teams wrap up their non-conference schedules as the St. Mary's Gales play host to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. With Dave Lewis, I'm Alex Jensen. Glad to have you with us on this Friday night. And Dave, this should be a fun one tonight. Two teams that played in the NCAA tournament a season ago, and so far this year, they've both gone about it in completely different styles.
Well, of course, for St. Mary's, always about patience, but Kent State, they push the ball. The top scoring team in the MAC, 83 a game. They force a lot of turnovers, so taking care of it will be critical.
St. Mary's has battled inconsistencies so far this season. The Gales are 8-6, and they've won 5 out of their last 6, Dave. But those inconsistencies, they really showed themselves on Saturday night against Missouri State. One thing we do know is that everything plays off that pick and roll combination.
Yeah, Augustus Marciulionis and Mitchell Saxon, terrific late shot clock. That'll be big tonight, and especially when you get to league play when plays are tougher to execute.
Now for Kent State, as you mentioned, a high-scoring team, but the Golden Flashes, they're going to be undermanned tonight. 2 front court players are out, which means they're going to have to rely even more on preseason all-league pick Chris Payton Jr.
It's a group trying to find itself after losing a couple of stud guards off of last year's team. Payton, first team all-league, number 2 in rebounding in the MAC. They have to carry a big load up front.
First time since 2011 in the NIT. It's St. Mary's hosting Kent State here in Moraga, and it's coming your way next. It's going to be Chris Howell starting the second half for St. Mary's, who has the basketball. Start the final 20 minutes. Leading by 1, the Gales began the game 7 of 8, 6 for their last 22. So it's Marciulionis, Mahaney, Howell, Jefferson, and Saxon. Let's begin right away with a post touch for Joshua Jefferson, trying to go to work on Clay. It's been a physical game down low.
Nothing easy.
Double team comes on Saxon. And the Gales wanted a deflection there. They're not going to get it. It's a turnover. And Randy Bennett is, you can see him. He's preaching that same message.
He's about 10 feet on the court, too, still making his case.
Well, it goes in the books as a turnover. Missouri State has not led yet today. Chance Moore, a game-high 11 in the first half. Mason hits a 3.
Almost got rubbed into a 4-point play.
Well, he's averaging 23 points per game over his last 4. Coming off a career-high 34 points. He's started slow this evening, just 2 of 7, but he gives the Bears their first lead. Foul called underneath on Mayo. The Gales, again, led by as many as 11 in that first half. Their last field goal was that Mason Forbes dunk in the first half.
I think Mason has done so well tonight. Last year, he was more turnover prone, taking care of the ball. Tonight, along with being a factor in scoring.
Marciulionis, a team-high 9 in the first half. He's got 9 on the shot clock. Runs right by Benson. Can't get the scoop to go, and the rebound out of bounds.
The energy of Missouri State defensively has really turned this game around.
Well, again, where St. Mary's has had so much success through the first part of this season, right? Offensive rebounds, second chance points. Well, the Bears, they are one of the best in the country at limiting offensive rebounds. That's bore out tonight. St. Mary's with 5 offensive rebounds in the first half, a team that averages over 16 a game.
And Missouri State with 5 offensive rebounds of their own.
Foul away from the ball. It's going to be called on Benson, setting a screen. So the shot blocker, he had 7 blocks in a game earlier this year. That is his second, I believe. Oh, it's his first. He's trying to take the lid off the bucket. Saxon, the double team is lurking. Finds Jefferson. There's the foul, and Joshua will go to the line.
Bears are bringing the double when Saxon puts it on the floor. Not running that second defender over right away, but waiting for him to bounce it, then charging to dig in on the post.
So Jefferson will have free throws, coming off his second double-double of the year against Northern Kentucky. with 15 points and 12 rebounds.
Ryan Barnett, a great SID, did a great job of tracking down the last time the Gales had two players with double-doubles in the same game. 2018. Jordan Hunter and Tommy Kuzi.
Wow. Jefferson ties the game to 34. It was Saxon and Jefferson on Thursday. Saxon 12 points and 13 rebounds. Mahaney knocks the dribble away. Marshallonis runs it down. Gales have numbers. In transition, Howell with the and one.
I thought maybe Goose waited a split second too long to get that pass there. Howell hung in there with the finish beautifully to the rim and one.
Well, the foul coming on Moore. That is his first. It's the fourth Missouri State team foul. Gales forcing the turnover. The Bears did a nice job with ball control in that first half. Just 3 turnovers. As Howell completes the three-point play. But they've got 2 early here in the second half over the first couple of minutes.
These are some very big minutes for Chris Howell.
Certainly ready to play. He's chasing around Chance Moore. Rafe Ayers is in the game for the Bears.
Great job moving his feet.
10 on the shot clock. Benson knocked away. Marshallonis. Euro step. Tried to find Saxon with the shot clocker. Benson lurking. Howell chases it down. Here's Jefferson, and he and Saxon can't quite connect. Saxon relocated to the right side. Turnover on St. Mary's, 6th of the night.
They've given Missouri State credit for what they've done in defensive end. The last 2 possessions, St. Mary's very aggressive, and Howell making his presence known on this end of the court.
The starting guard for Missouri State, Damian Mayo, has 3 fouls. Alston around and out. And Howell and Edwards hit the deck in the backcourt. And again, Mahaney drops it off to Jefferson. Foul. And the bucket.
Players dropping like bowling pins.
That foul coming on Ayers. Nice pass from Mahaney.
And a very strong finish for J.Jeff with the left hand.
He is starting to become a difference maker, Dave, on both ends of the floor. You look at the boards.
He has such a calmness about him, too, like his heart rate is never over 75.
So just like that, St. Mary's has scored the game's last 8 points. They're back up by a half dozen. Play for 3. Good answer for Missouri State.
His 15th made 3 of the year, 36% from beyond the arc.
Bears are 4 of 8 from 3 tonight. Going to isolate Jefferson on play. Mahaney rejects the screen. 5 to shoot. Mid-range on the way. Moore wants to run. Step back. And a foul called on Marshallonis. Plays activity, getting the Bears an extra possession.
We'll see what the move of having Dukas on the bench to start the half, what that does for the rotation.
Chris Howell. It's been good early in this second half. Yale lead is 3. It's been a good ball game. Mason trying to find some real estate. Now play. 4 to shoot. Tough, long 2. He's got it going now.
That line from Coming to America, his mama calls him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay.
He's got 5 in a row. And Missouri State back to within 1. Marshallonis, Moore with a reach in. That's his second foul. Already the 6th team foul on Missouri State here in the second half. A timeout here in Moraga. Who's going to throw the first punch of the second half? Good one here at University Credit Union Pavilion.
We are the WCC. We are fueled by the conviction to achieve our goals without boundaries. We recognize and we adapt. We welcome adversity. We are Presidential Medal of Freedom winners, NBA champions, Olympic gold medalists, record breakers, and difference makers. We create change, and we create champions. We are the West Coast Conference.
At St. Mary's, we inspire minds, engage hearts, and transform lives. With small class sizes and professors who know you by name, we inspire our students to thrive. We engage and build connections, knowledge, and skills. Explore boundless opportunities and one-of-a-kind study programs that launch careers. Transform, discover, and make a lasting impact. We are Gales.
We are the WCC. We are fueled by the conviction to achieve our goals without boundaries. We recognize and we adapt. We welcome adversity. We are Presidential Medal of Freedom winners, NBA champions, Olympic gold medalists, record breakers, and difference makers. We create change, and we create champions. We are the West Coast Conference.
At St. Mary's, we inspire minds, engage hearts, and transform lives. With small class sizes and professors who know you by name, we inspire our students to thrive. We engage and build connections, knowledge, and skills. Explore boundless opportunities and one-of-a-kind study programs that launch careers. Transform, discover, and make a lasting impact. We are Gales.
Good one here in Moraga. St. Mary's playing its 4th game in the last week. Missouri State making their only trip to the West Coast. And the Gales with a 1-point lead. This feels very much, Dave, like the matchup between these two teams a couple of years ago when the Missouri State, Isaiah Mosley and the Bears hanging tough here in Moraga, and the Gales eventually ran away in the end. But two tough matchups. Mahaney open, 17-footer is pure.
It's a big basket for Aiden.
St. Mary's back up 3. Matthias Toss had 27 points in that game for the Gales. Mason off a screen, good hands. And Jefferson got a piece. Marshallonis on the run. Howell back to Marshallonis.
Make that extra pass, give up a good shot to get a great shot.
Chris Howell, he's had an impact here early in this second half. Clay's had the hot hand, gets right by Jefferson to the rim.
Keeping that ball in his right hand to get it to the backboard quickly to avoid the shot blocker.
He's got the last 7 for the Bears. Mahaney thought about that 3, instead makes his way to the foul line, throws it away. Had the open jumper, trying to find Saxon on the roll.
That time maybe a little too unselfish.
Alston Mason misfires on a 3, long rebound, tracked down by Edwards. Here's Moore driving on the baseline. That's a big swing. Gales had forced the miss.
And Moore with tremendous energy getting right into the chest of the shot blocker and a strong finish.
Moore's got 13. Back and forth we go. Rebounding even at 19 apiece. Marshallonis, a 3. Bodies everywhere, and a foul on Chris Howell.
Very high level energy game early in the season.
St. Mary's stuck on 5 offensive rebounds. Luke Barrett checks in for Howell. Howell had a nice impact in the opening minutes of the second half.
There's that cliche, you stay ready so you don't have to get ready, and Chris Howell was ready to go tonight.
dangerous pass by Mason. Clay again beats Jefferson to the rim.
So skilled with that hanging crossover, using that inside hand, and now yelling as he retreats defensively, keeping his team energized.
He's got 9 of the last 11. Mahaney, a crossover. Pinballs out the jumper. So many black jerseys crashing that defensive glass.
Remember, the 5th best defensive rebounding team in America.
Mason, step back, tough shot. Gales have begun the second half 4 of 8. Missouri State 6 of 10. Marshallonis will try again. This time he connects.
So close to becoming a consistent three-point shooter. He's got a great release. Makes him in practice. Getting very close to becoming that knockdown free that will make him an all-league player.
He's got 14. Mason to the rim. Foul called. And Mason will have free throws. The foul on Marshallonis. That is his 3rd. So that's a big foul. Randy Bennett. Maybe a decision to make here on Marshallonis, who's played all 28 minutes. Goose gives the thumbs up, says, I'm good. He sends Mason to the line with 12:05 to play.
And no sign of going to the bench, where maybe you go to a Jordan Ross right here.
Well, this guy's a handful. Alston Mason. He's had to work for his 8 tonight. He's just 2 of 10 from the field as Mason Forbes checks in. Jefferson comes off, so Forbes will take a turn on Clay. Mason, though, he does have 5 assists as he ties the game at 47. Oh, 8 minutes into the second half. Gales have led by as many as 11. Bears have held a 1-point lead on a couple of occasions in this second half. Marshallonis recovers, 10 to shoot. Mahaney. It's going to be a foul on Edwards. That will be his 3rd, and the Gales are now in the bonus. So Mason Forbes will have free throws when we come back.
Yeah, a little bit discombobulated offensively that time. Late shot clock, bailed out with a foul. 11:40 to go in the second half, and this is a very high-level basketball game. Kind of a WCC type feel.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals.
It's stylish, quick, and gets up to 57 mpg. This is the all-new Prius, one of 15 hybrid and electrified vehicles from Toyota. And that beast, with all that stump-pulling power, it's a hybrid too. Or want to kick the pump altogether? Meet the all-electric Toyota BZ4X, the hybrid and electrified vehicle leader. Toyota, let's go places.
At PG&E, we're adding more safe and affordable renewable energy every day. We're deploying new technologies that will allow electric vehicles to power homes, which helps customers save more money by capturing low-cost energy. And we're working on new ways to store power so that this safe, clean, and low-cost energy is available around the clock. In fact, we've got one of the world's biggest battery storage plants right here in our backyard. Explore the future with us at pge.com/innovation.
Here's where legends are born. And every match is a spectacle. Celebration like no other. For the love of football. For the love of La Liga. PGA Tour Live. Every tournament starts on ESPN Plus.